Right, hello everybody. I think you're officially going to hate me after this one. We're probably going to do one of our biggest tests so far, I think. So if you're already starting to read the board, two 20-minute pieces, but this is going to be quite high-end aerobic workout, okay? Possibly a little bit of anaerobic, but we need to try and what I've been talking about over this whole time is the idea of getting fitter is to push your aerobic that way further or to the right, so more watts in your aerobic zone. Hence, you go quicker when you do different workouts, right? 2K, 6K, 10K, marathons, whatever the hell you want to do. And so this one is really around that. So it's 5-minute changes. We start at 22, 24, 26, 28. Okay, so the last 10 minutes we're going to be working pretty hard, but the whole idea is that we get into the aerobic zone around here, 22, 24, we start pushing into it, and we're starting to work reasonably hard because ultimately we want to push good numbers and we want to get a good increase all the way through. And so by the time you hit this last 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes, 26 plus. And so you have to find efficiency, you have to work on the technique, you have to work on the relaxation, and you've got to work on getting that oxygen in because ultimately we want to use that oxygen to help with the muscles, to keep us going, to keep us chugging along. If we start really battling, we're going to kick into and I'm not a physiologist, I did a little bit of stuff and I understood what the guys were telling us. But I understand when you push into that lactate burning zone, you're just burning the glucose and shit in your body. And that's what produces the byproduct, the lactate, because you're just not getting enough oxygen in to produce the energy. And therefore, your body tries to find it somewhere else. So we might start pushing up into it here, but we don't want to go too high into it. Okay, we don't want to be tying up or anything near the end of this. So it's about this is about managing ourselves as well. So by now, if you've done a few of these sessions, you should know what you can hold for 22. Look back on the things we've been doing at 20, and then when you go to 22, what's the sort of numbers that you're hitting, and the same at 24, same at 26. But we've only been doing them for short periods of time, right? Now we're doing it for a longer period of time. So might try and hit the same numbers, but it's all about the focus. It's all about the breathing. It's all about the easy rhythm. So we can manage ourselves and we can stay in that zone. So yes, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Okay, I'm not going to lie. But the whole idea is for yourself, for you as a person, to find the sweet spot, that we talk about, that sweet spot, that groove, the zone where you can just tap it along, tap it along, tap it along. And that's what you have to do. You've got to find those areas, the speed, look at your split, look at your rating, look at the feel that you're doing. How do I feel? Am I tensing up? This is going to be a perfect use of the whole thing when I talk about being relaxed and easy speed and not using any energy going forward, and it's all on the drive because you're going to need every single bit of it. Okay? 5-minute gap in between, so we've got plenty of time to suck up a bit more oxygen and get back into it again, and then we'll try to hit the same numbers again for the second set. Okay, not going to guarantee that we'll be able to. It depends on how much you've done. Okay, so for everyone out there that's done quite a bit of rowing machine stuff, that's been a rower, yeah, you'll know that I know that split, that one, I'm going to try and nail it again. Okay, and you'll know that you've got to do 2 of these. So you want to do the first one really well, but you've got a second one on the horizon. And so for anyone that hasn't really done it before, just work back on your numbers, have a look at what you can do, nail this first one. And then once you get into the second one, it's really just doing the same thing again. And if you start off and you're really buggered from the first one, then you just have to accept that it might be a couple of splits slower, a couple of splits slower, whatever. But we still want to see an increase, and we still want to try and get to that really high end of aerobic workout, okay? Burning oxygen for our energy, okay? The muscles want to be getting that oxygen in. So that's where the non-tension and all that sort of stuff comes in. Because if we don't, yeah, if we're tying up, if we're not getting enough easy rhythm, we won't last the distance. Okay, so because I've been sitting here talking for a little bit, I'm just going to chug away and do a couple more minutes of getting stretched and getting ready for it. So as I say, the warm up you want to do, get a good stretch. My lower back is terrible. I've got to definitely get a little bit more over off the bat. It's going to be one of my focuses. And even spend a minute or 30 seconds just building that rate. To around that 24, 26. So, yes, it's going to be hard. Yes, don't hate me. But yes, we're going to get some great benefit out of this. Okay, trust me. Have I ever been wrong? So, select workout, new workout, intervals, time, 20 minutes. 20, and then we set that rest time for 5. So I'll try and say as much as I can, and there was a couple of great comments asking about different things I've been talking about. And yes, things mean a lot more than just one word, okay? And I'll try and explain all of that, as we go through. There was a great one talking about the carry, like an easy carry. And I explained, carrying is carrying that handle from there to the back. It's just a mental thought, it's just thinking about the handle, and it's thinking about how that handle is getting from here through to here. Are the legs taking it? Am I hanging the arms? Is it coming through? So different things like that. I'll try and explain a lot more, but honestly, ask me, just send a message and I'll try and get back to you in the comment section around like what it actually does mean. Because I can say like flow, and you're like, okay, what the hell does that mean? But the flow is the rhythm around the back, the ease of speed that it comes in and it goes out, just keeping that constant thinking about that. Okay, so enough sitting around. Good splits. It's 20 minutes. I know. But these type of workouts, we need to do them, especially for longer stuff like 6K races, 10K. You're trying to set some 10K PBs or whatever you might be doing. We need to be doing these, and we need to remember aerobic. Okay, we come through, we make an easy rhythm, make a change, a little bit more effort, try and make it easy again, a little bit more effort. We go faster, but we're doing it with ease of speed and rhythm. Okay, everything that we've been training on already. This is just longer and harder. So here we go. Press my OK. Here we go. 22 rate for the first 5 minutes. Are you ready? Rope. "30 seconds. We want to be on the rhythm.
Good numbers. Good hand. So breathing. Nice and elastic. Loose. Fingers around the oar, around the handle. The long hang. Sitting in that groove. Feel the body. Off the leg. Good length. Good. In the zone. Feel the chain. Taking us back. Work and rest. Breathing. Nice. So easy speed. We change up. Now. Good. We gain more speed with the rate. Breathe. Continuous motion. Good push. You should have. Tap it along. Holding. Good acceleration. Hands round the back. Momentum. With the core. Breathe. Yeah, nice and tall. Push. Switch off. Loose legs. Relax. Consistency. Relax the face, loose shoulders. Good. Remember, tap it along. Keep breathing. Here we go. Now, move the hand. Find the groove. Sitting tall. Feet loose. Tap it. Hang. Swing. Long arm. Push. Hands moving. Work rest. Breathe. Self-check. Sitting up. Loose. Work. Switch off. Good. Feel a chain. Carries us forward. Back and forth. Breathe. Hang. Easy movements. Work rest. I'm on the right. Follow me. Push. Sit back. Lazy boy. Around the front. Hang. Feet. Hold it. Consistent. If you're battling, hold. Otherwise, looking for more. Yeah. Rhythm. Tap. Freedom. Good. Work rest. Hang. Good focus. 4 minutes. Tall. Hands. Around the back. Speed in, speed out. Length. Take up. Breathe. Wrong side. Hips. Accelerate. Long arms. Breathe. Relax. Work. No tension. Two minutes. Suck it up. 10. Pendulum. Rhythm. Oxygen. Good. Hold. Hold this. All the way. Twenty strokes. Carry. Ten strokes. All the way. Really good. Really, 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 really good. Breathe. Good rhythm, guys. Hard work towards the end. Just keeping that tapping over. If you've got a good decrease in speed, awesome. If it started getting a bit tough towards the end, no problem. This is what we're working on. So, for everyone that did an increase, you went faster each set, same again, okay? Same again. If you battle towards the end of that, keep the same rate. Just breathe. You might have to hold back the power a little bit. But, you know, the splits will be a little bit slower, but you're looking for the rhythm and the ratio, okay? And then hold it into that 26. If you can feel like you can go up a little bit more, go up a little bit. If it's at the 500, the 300, the 200, whatever it might be, then just keep that as a good zone. Let's work on that 26 being where we have to get to. If we're struggling, hold it. If not, we're going up. Okay? So it's good rhythm. We'll keep paddling down till halfway, 2.5, 2, before we have a drink. But as I say, we start off in a really good aerobic zone. We start finishing in the anaerobic, but hopefully it's right on the edge of, you're still getting quite a bit of oxygen in. So 80% of the body system is aerobic, and the last little bit's anaerobic, okay, to top it up. Right, I'm going to have a quick drink. Surprised at how quickly I had sweat coming down my face on that one. So, target, same again, okay? If we can do same again, awesome, okay? Very dependent on your fitness, your experience, okay? And also your willingness. Willing to push. See how you're feeling right now. Can't really remember where we were with 3 minutes to go in that piece, can you? Okay? So, great thing about the mind, knows there's going to be pain, but it can't replicate it. If it could replicate it now by thinking about it, you may not want to start the next one. But, good rhythm, tap it along, just get in that zone. Zone out, listen to my voice. You technical calls, think about it yourself. So same again. Just remember, if you're battling, hold it on that 28 for the last 10 minutes. Otherwise, let's go for it. Good rhythm. No winding towards the finish. So building into it. Breathing. Now. I'll give you 45 seconds on this. Get it back where we were last time. 30 if you're good. You're already there. Even better. Push and hang. Good rhythm. Down the front. And push. Hang. Nice swing. Zone out on your rhythm. Thinking. One thing at a time. One part. Join it with another part. Long arms. Good. Back up. Bodies forward. Down the front. Good. Breathing. Good hang. Ready to change. Breathing. This one. Now. More leg speed. Acceleration. Hold. On the money. Right there. Zone into it. Hang. Long stroke. Groove. Armpits. Push. Feel both feet. And switch off. Loose knees. Coming forward. Work rest. Sitting tall. Good rhythm. In the second quarter. Good push. Breathing. Keep the length. Sitting tall. Push, swing. Hold the groove. Nice. Sitting tall, ready to change. Now, tap it. Hands, momentum. Feet. Around the front. Now, tap. Pendulum. Metronome. Hang. Breathe. Push. Swing. Relaxed. Loose. Work rest. Tall. Breathe. Around the front. Nice. Breathing. Acceleration. Long arms. Composure. Ready for the hold. Walk calm. More acceleration. Now. Tap. Easy speed. Rhythm. Momentum. Push. Tap. Tall. Focus. Rhythm. Tap. Hang. Breathe. Focus. Yeah. 2 minutes. Hold. Less than 500. Work rest. Composure. One minute. All the way. Push. Hang. Thirty seconds. Tall. Seconds. Really good, guys. Heart's going for it there. That's awesome. I didn't feel like I had too much lactate buildup. You know, a feeling of still being able to get the acceleration in the hang, not with it slowing down too much. Feeling like you've got to pull it in a bit. Those are classic signs that we've worked a little bit hard in the muscles. But fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. You know, that's a really good workout because we're tired after the first one. We're going to try and hit the numbers the second one. I'm going to be really interested to see my fade. I thought I was pretty close to the first set. Probably why I started not talking too much in that last 6 or 7 minutes. You know, you've just got to zone out. You've got to work on something for 5 or 6 strokes. See if you hold the split, or if it changes, or if it jumps around. Then you hold it. Work on something else that flows into. You know, if it's the hands, then it's the front. If it's the front, then it's the drive. If it's the drive, then it's the legs, the swing. If it's the swing, it's the carry with the hands and around. Okay, and then it's back onto getting it over as we come forward. And then it's getting the seat under. You know, there's so many different parts of the stroke that ultimately we want to be able to think about them all the way through and back again. But to start with, we just got to work on them individually. Flow them into something else, you know, because what happens through here, everything has an opposite reaction, you know. So good hands here means we've got time on the slide. Slow hands here means we've got to sort of pull ourselves and rush. Okay? Not set up here means that our seat's going to come under and we're going to lose the front. Okay? Nice rhythm around the front means that we get that hand connect through there. So keep it moving. Active recovery. Right down to this 5 minutes. Rest on the screen before we have a stop and have a look. And then we can carry on again. Right there, pup. Good sleep. Sorry, no goats today. They snuck inside this afternoon, so I had to kick them back to their paddock. So, hopefully you felt that build up, you know, you're doing the 22 and then you jump on the 24 and you're like, okay, now I'm starting to feel it. You've gone up to another level and you have to do it a little bit more to the 26, you know. By that stage, the heart's pumping, the muscles are wanting that oxygen, and we're working in a nice rhythm, nice easy speed rhythm. So we're looking for the splits, but we're not trying to make it powerful that we start producing into the anaerobic zone. You know, we do specific workouts for that. You know, power strokes, those high intensity ones. That was full anaerobic zone. This is pushing our aerobic zone out. So, you know, if I said to you, we're going to do 20 minutes at 28, I want you to sit there in the groove, then ultimately we want to try and be able to hold what you had there, or even faster, you know. If it was a one-off, if it was a test. But otherwise, if it was practicing, being able to do that and tap it and hold it and tap it efficient for as long as possible in the aerobic before we flick into the anaerobic and see how long we can last. So hang before I miss it, press that reset. Oh, look at that. I slowed 0.2 of an average. Okay. What was my meters difference? 20, 19, 18. 14 meters difference between the first set and the second set. So not bad. Bloody good, actually. Mind you, I was working harder on the second one. So, let's keep this active. The legs are going to feel it after this one. I think it's a good mix. You know, I talk about it a bit, about the programming. Depends on how many days you're going to be doing a week on the rowing machine, but you've got to have a mix between long U2 aerobic stuff with some anaerobic, with a little bit of power, some speed. And then this is right on the borderline. This is some piecework, but still pushing that aerobic to just an anaerobic. So we get a great mix, and it sort of kills two birds with one stone. So stretch it out. Got to try and loosen my back a little bit. I never did have much flexion in the back. I'm getting old. I should say I'm getting fit again. So, nice work, guys. Love to see your comments about that. Any advice that you want. If it was a complete disaster, tell me that I didn't describe it properly. If it was perfect, if you nailed it, if you slightly failed, whatever it might be, just let me know. Love to hear your thoughts. Nice. Right, well done everybody. You might be a bit jelly after that, but I think we nailed it. We set out to achieve something, to work into that aerobic zone and try and hold it in that high end of that aerobic for as long as possible, okay? If you're new to this, if this is sort of the first sort of stuff you're doing, maybe do a little bit of research. Just look online, around heart rate zones, training intensities, just a little bit of background information that might help you out, okay? So, knowing, to be fair, I only know the basics, because the physiologists and that all did all our stuff. I just learnt, okay, doing X amount of this helps get you fit. Doing X amount of that helps you work at 28, 30 area. X amount of anaerobic threshold means you can really push out your tolerance to high stuff, okay? That's basically what I knew, apart from all how it actually works, how the stuff all breaks up in your muscles, how whatever turns into energy, don't know the whole calculation or the chemical reaction. Didn't need to, okay? But it's just good to know about what different things happen. As I say, every reaction has an equal and opposite. And so once we started getting into the equal and opposite area, which is in around here, that's really where we've got to find our balance. And there was no point in smashing ourselves here, being tying up, going, oh my God, my legs are like toast, they're like jelly, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Then we did it wrong, okay? If we were sitting along here going, I don't know if I could push it too much harder, but I think I can hang on to this. Perfect. We were right on that zone, okay? And that's what we were trying to find out. So if you've never done anything like this before, it's perfect. We will do other stuff later. Just remember, a sensei, keep a lookout. It's in the progress. I'm getting onto all my stuff, but we're going to do programs and stuff which will generate a whole lot of things like this as you're working towards, like, say, a 6K. So we're going to do a 6K training period. And so, it might be 8 weeks working towards it. And a lot of stuff will be quite generic. Whatever you can do a whole lot of things, as I say, for 2K, that's for 6K, that's for our stuff. The only times that we're really going to switch out of it is if you're only just trying to do like 1,000 meters or less. That's where you really want high intensity anaerobic shit. 500 meters, completely different kettle of fish. I'm definitely not into that sort of 500
like target, I'd really have to get some other knowledge for that, because that's just pure strength, muscle mass that's a different kettle of fish. But the aerobic side, the 6K, 2K, half marathons, hours, half an hour, 10K, you name it. This is, I think, my forte, and that's what I'm trying to get everyone, which is also the healthy, well, when I say healthy, there's healthy stuff around doing like 500 and stuff like that, but this is really good fitness work. This is what keeps us fit and healthy, allows us to get through the day, run around with your kids, have a lot of energy to spend time with your lovely husbands and wives. All of that sort of stuff. So, and that's really what I'm working for, and that's what's got me back into getting on the rowing machine quite a lot, is for that health and well-being side of things, to get fit and healthy. Crikey, I got a 7-year-old I run around with after every day, and if I couldn't run around after him, she'd be tough. So, awesome. Nailed it. Good work, team. Have a good one. Coming at you again tomorrow. So everything sort of flows in one another, day after day. So this was good. We'll do a mixture probably next few days, more sprint stuff, and then we'll keep changing it up. Awesome. Okay. Sweet.